The all-new Recumbent E-Bike Rickshaw for 2026. Stick around to see it. Hey everyone, I'm Dustin. I have 20 years experience in the bike and e-bike industry, and today I am super excited to introduce you to one of our newest products, the Recumbent E-Bike Rickshaw. This thing is loaded with new features, a different riding position. I can't wait to show it all to you. Now, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button below. Stay in touch with us here at Sixthreezero. Be the first to know about all the new content we're putting out, giveaways we're doing, and of course, new product releases. All right, so the Recumbent E-Bike Rickshaw is linked in the description if you want to check it out. Now, we have had our Recumbent, or our regular e-bike rickshaw, going on, I believe, almost 3 years now. And we wanted to do a recumbent version that allows the riders to pedal out in front of their body, also has a lower step through, and of course, this upgraded seat for the driver, which I know a lot of people are interested in, a lot more comfortable. And this in and of itself has a lot of features that I'll show you here in a second. So, a couple things I want to point out before we get into it. This is a rear-mounted 750 watt motor, a motor designed specifically for electric tricycles. One of the first in the market to be a rear trike motor. A lot of the older trikes are using hub-mounted motors that are mounted in the rear. This is actually a specific motor for the rear of tricycles. In addition to that, 3 disc brakes that are hydraulic, so you've got that same stopping power you have on our original e-bike rickshaw, and a 20 amp hour battery, which is located right here. I actually have the battery off, and I will grab that and show you how we install that in a second. So, what's the range? What's the top speed? Top speed's gonna be about 16 miles an hour. Also, that's gonna vary depending on the passengers on the back. And your range is gonna be up to 50 miles depending on how you use the electric. Now, if you're interested in just throttle only with passengers, it's gonna be less than 10 miles depending on flat ground or hills. Actually, on flat ground, you could probably get just north of 10 miles, maybe 10, 15. If you're using a low level, like level 1 assistance on flat ground, that's when you're gonna get upwards of the 50 miles in the range. Now, a couple things here. We have a 16-inch by 4-inch tire in the front and 20-inch by 4-inch in the rear. And this is a little bit longer than the original e-bike rickshaw. And I'll give you the measurement here front to back in a second. We also will have a second video with all the measurements that I will take. You will notice, though, the riders in the back have a little more legroom and space with the footrest. So, front to back, this is 93 inches. So that is definitely something to consider if you want to transport this e-trike. Now, you're also probably noticing these handlebars. So this is a new addition. These are really comfortable and they come into your body. Now, the other thing you'll see here is we have a whole new stem setup. So of course you have the ability to raise and lower, and these will actually have an extended stem for the production model. And you'll be able to bring the handlebars even farther back to create a really comfortable steering experience. So they might look a little bit different, but they actually work really well, and I'll demonstrate them in a test ride here in a little bit. The other cool thing too is we have this new feature on our stem where you can loosen right here, and you have the ability to really figure out what position is best for you. So that's a really cool adjustment point there. And again, now moving to our seat area. Well, before we get into that, I want to also point out this step over height right here, which is 17.5 inches. and you have a really big area of clearance here. And if you want to make it easier, you can lift these up, sit down, and then you could lock in your steering as well. So it makes it easy to mount and dismount. All right, moving up here to the seat, you have the ability to move the seat back quite a bit, or the ability to move it forward. So this can accommodate riders about 4'11" all the way up to 6'4" comfortably. In addition to that, you have the ability to adjust the incline or the reclining, and you can find the position that feels best on your back. So again, great feature for the driver comfort. I know a lot of people want the full support here, and they also want the ability to tilt it back. So now you've got maximum comfort in the seat for the driver. Jumping right back to the handlebars really quickly, there's 7 speeds. You have a throttle here. You also have flashers, a switch for your headlight, and a horn here. Battery's turned off, which I'll grab in a second. And as you make your way to the back, you're gonna have the same hitch feature on the back of this rickshaw as our others, so you could attach a secondary row of seating or additional storage like a basket or trailer. And if you haven't seen those videos, check out our YouTube channel and I'll show you how to attach the trailer and do all that. On our prototype here, we don't have the hitch attachment, but that will be a feature that will come on this. And of course, you have your storage under the seat here, which flips down easily. So you can put items underneath there like waters, jackets, whatever else. And you have the same rear seat here, which now it's a little bit easier to get on and off. And like I said, a little more leg space even for the riders. And I can comfortably scoot over and allow for another passenger next to me. So up to 2 adults or up to 3 children. And you have the seat belt here, of course, as well. You can also attach a canopy. We have a canopy that will attach to this as well that will provide shade for the driver and the passenger. So if you want to get shade while you're riding. All right, I'm gonna grab my battery and then I'll walk you through the electronics, how it turns on and everything else. Okay, so here's our battery. I just had it charging. And like I said, it's a 20 amp hour battery. Here's our keys. And in order to install it, you're just gonna slide it in down here. And you just wanna get it on top. There we go. Okay, and then you just click it in. And now it's in. You can remove your keys. You don't have to have them on there. There is a power switch on the other side that you need to make sure is turned on, which is located right here. And then once that is switched, you can come up to the handlebars here. All right, come up to the handlebars here, and then you can push and hold your power button. Actually, maybe I turned the battery off. Let's flip it the other way. I did. And now your screen will illuminate, and you can see we've already ridden 7.5 miles. Your miles per hour. This is your assistance level, which is changed by using the up and down arrows here. So if you're in level 1, you're only going to get level 1 power, either from pedaling or using the throttle. And level 5 will give you the most. There's your horn right there. Turn signals in the back as well. These are your gears right here that are shifted when you're pedaling. Now, these are not correlated to the electric. These are gears on a bike. Here's your push throttle right here. Once the brakes are engaged, you can do that. Nothing will happen. Your brakes up here, and you have 2 parking brakes. So right here, if I pull that out, this pops out, releases the brake. If I push it in, push that down, now the brakes are engaged. I also wanted to point out just quickly on the front here, we have our light. You also have a short suspension fork. You can lock it or unlock it. When it's unlocked, the fork will move up and down and provide that suspension. When it's locked, it'll be a stiffer ride, but that helps to have it roll a little bit better. So, as I said, here's your seat. Here's your adjustments for your seat to tilt it or to bring it forward. And your rear seat. Oh, weight limit. Max weight limit on this is 500 pounds. No more than 250 on the back seat here, and 500 combined. So that's something to consider as well when you're out riding the total weight limit. All right, I think that sums up everything we're gonna look at. I'm gonna get on now and we're gonna go for a little bit of a ride. Okay, so I got the seat comfortable. One other thing I wanna point out is we are going to extend the stem length, so the handlebars will actually be able to come even closer to the rider's body. So even more comfortable. So that'll be on all the production models, we'll have a longer stem there. So let's go ahead and go for a ride. I like using the throttle to get moving. Just makes it really easy, and then we can start to pedal. Let me increase our gears here. I think you'll find it's not something you really want to ride without some assistance, but that option is there for you if that's what you want to do. And again, the great thing about the Recumbent for me is I've got this nice pedal position. And now I've got this seat that's extremely comfortable. So let's go ahead and crank this up. So actually now we're at 17.5 miles an hour. All right. And let's turn around really quick, and then we're gonna pick up a passenger, because I'm thinking you guys will want to see a demonstration with a passenger. So let's head back really quick. And I'll go ahead. There we go. So again, I'm going 17.5. I'm 230 pounds, and I don't have a passenger. So we'll see once they get our passenger how fast we can go. All right, picking up Jeff back here. You've probably seen him starring in some of our other videos. Jeff's 6'4", and 230 pounds. So combined, we're about 460. We'll take you up a few small hills over here. We'll also switch places, put Jeff in the driver's seat so you can see how he gets good leg extension as well. And yeah, let's go on a little ride. And you can see even with the added weight, I can still do throttle only to get moving. And then if we really want to pick it up, we switch to pedal assist. And Jeff has commented actually that he likes the stability on the Recumbent. He feels there's a little more room back there. Feels more stable to him. The first one's stable too, but by elongating the frame, you add even more stability. All right, let's see what we can hit on the straightaway here. So actually we're up to 17. Let's just hold the throttle and see. I'm gonna turn right at the hill here. Might as well use my turn signals. Just flipped my right blinker on, which is right by my left hand here. And of course, we can fit perfectly in the bike lane. Whoa, got a lot of glass right here. All right, and we'll see how we turn. Obviously, you want to slow down into the turns. Corners really smooth and easily. And Also, we're going downhill, so make sure you ease into your brakes. You can see quiet, easy braking. Come to a stop, no problem. And let's go, I'll make a left here. There we go. So yeah, these handlebars are really nice, actually. At first I was a little bit against them, but now I actually like them. Feels like you're really steering. One other thing I wanted to point out as well, if the chain looks kind of low to you, we are going to put a hanger on there, a derailleur hanger, which is actually going to lift the chain off the ground. All right, we're back in action. All right. So I'll make a loop and then Jeff and I will switch places here. We'll get him into the driver's seat. I think what I will do, oh, we got another car. Pull off to the side here. I'm gonna make a little U-turn and show you guys how I can get up this hill that we just came down. Now you saw when we came down, we were moving at a pretty good clip. So let's see how I do with another 230 pounds on the back here. Now, of course, you're gonna be able to attach that second row of seats or the trailer. Again, it is gonna diminish the range a little bit. Actually, I'm cruising at 18 miles an hour right now with just the throttle only. How's the ride? All right. So we're at 18.1. Any cars coming? We do, we have a car. Let's let them go around. Mustang, Sally. All right. So as we start to come up this hill, I need to get my gears down into a lower gear. And I also like to hold the throttle just to make it as easy on me as possible. And the other thing I just want to point out is it's not going to be one of those things where you're flying up the hill. You want to come next to us? So again, and it's a recumbent, right? So I'm pedaling out in front of my body. Another car. Mustang Sally again. Okay. So we did it. And again, it's not going to be easy. So let's go down this way. Now, one thing to keep in mind is I'm 230 pounds. So if you're 150 to 180, plus your kids maybe that are 150, you know, when you reduce the weight, right now, we're at 460 pounds. So you reduce the weight by 100 to 150 pounds, going downhill or uphill gets a lot easier. Okay. Let's go till this dead ends. Now you can see the grade on this. The hill we just came up, the grade was actually pretty intense. Less grade, I'm gonna turn around right here. Okay. You prepared to be the driver?
This is what I'm gonna be.
Can you take us back to the office?
Yeah.
Okay. So, You want to adjust? You can adjust
Let
this.
me just see how I fit on it.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm comfortable. Ready when you are.
Here we go.
Have you ridden this before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. First time on the open road, though.
Yeah.
You got your turn signals by the left hand. Definitely comfortable.
Yeah.
It is nice being a little lower to the ground back here compared to the other rickshaw. You can definitely relax. Throttle only. How fast? What is it? 16. All right, you're gonna have a little bit of an incline here. I know this isn't what you signed up for. You're good to make a left if you want, or get in the left lane. Coming in. All right, we did it. What gear did you stay in?
I stayed in fourth gear.
Okay, fourth. So you could have gone down a little lower to make it a little.
I think if I would have adjusted the handlebars, because my knees kind of touched.
Oh.
So that's the only.
And you can take us back to the parking lot.
Very comfortable.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? I'm surprised you wanted to leave it at the same position as me. I don't know why too, but going over the curb feels a little softer on this one.
Yeah. Brakes were good.
Yeah, they do. All right, so there you have it, our Recumbent E-Bike Rickshaw. A step up in comfort, a little different riding position. If you like the rickshaw, you want something a little lower to the ground, a little more comfort for the driver. There you have it. Any other questions or comments, you can put them below or reach out to us, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. Don't forget, Recumbent E-Bike Rickshaw, linked in the description if you want to check it out. We also offer a 30-day test ride your e-trike policy. If you don't love it in the first 30 days, send it back. No questions asked, no money out of your pocket. Also, we're going to warranty everything for 1 year. Anything goes wrong in the first year, we'll take care of it, parts and labor. Also, if you want to come out for a test ride, come visit us here in San Clemente, California at 1046 Calle Recodo Unit K. Come out, test ride any of our e-trikes before you purchase to ensure you're making the right choice. Also, join our community before you purchase to talk to existing riders, get their opinions, and again, ensure you're making the right choice. Then when you have yours, post in the group, make friends, and finally, download the app to track your rides and compete on the leaderboard. So thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey or experience. Enjoy the ride.